Hello everybody, Thunder here, and last week I asked the people from Senpu to submit questions about Lupinranger and Patrenger on film, and today I'm going to be answering 3 of the biggest non-spoilery questions about the movie. So let's jump into it. Is it a good movie? Yes. Oh, you want to know more? Fine. It's really fun. It's probably the most fun I had with the Sentai movie, with a summer Sentai movie, since the Tokuger movie. Tokuger is just that ball of happiness and imagination and trains and robot penises. It was really fun. The action was amazing, as you would expect from the show. If you remember the first episode, all those dynamic camera angles, those drone fights, they're all back into this movie, and there are some really awesome action scenes in this movie, for sure. The only thing I didn't like was how there wasn't enough Lupin X or Patrenger X. He only appears for a little bit. It's mostly focused on the 3 versus the 3. Is the movie connected to the show, and how? Yes, it is connected to the show. It's not tight as the Build movie. You can pretty much set it in between when Noel arrives and before the VRX, which was last week's episode, from the time that I'm recording. So anywhere between these 2 events, which is about 4 episodes, 5 episodes, the movie can be set in there. And finally, what were the prizes you got from the movie? So I got this little poster for the new Kamen Rider movie that's coming out in December. I got this Kamen Rider Build card file with a Kiryu Sento card and all the things that he'd done in the show, things that he still has to do, which is cool. For Lupinranger Patrenger, I got, ironically enough, because he's barely in the movie, a card of one side is the kind of the badge for Noel. He's an undercover cop, and on the other side you get his calling card as a thief. So that's what I got from the movie. And that's it, guys. Those were the big 3 questions, non-spoilery, about Lupinranger versus Patrengers. You put the Rangers. Patrengers on film. It's a really nice movie. I really recommend you watching it. If you like the movie, you have extra questions, let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye! Oh, you guys are still here. So, you're also here for the juicy spoilers. I know you guys seen the Kamen Rider Build move video and realized I'm going to do the same thing for Sentai as well, which I will, because I don't have that many original ideas. So here are the 3 biggest, most asked spoiler questions for Kamen Rider, not Kamen Rider, that's the other video. For Lupinranger versus Patrenger on film. Let's start now. Where is Hemlock Sholmes from? So first of all, that name is so lazy. They basically just took Sherlock Holmes and inversed the first syllables of each. So Sherlock Sholmes. He is the detective that comes to get in the way of both Lupinranger and Patrenger. He's bound into finding the identity of the Patrenger, and his presence there kind of invalidates what the Patrenger are doing. So they both kind of don't like him. But answering your question, he's from England, but also a gangler. Yes, he is the biggest villain of the movie in the most predictable twist. The moment the big bad starts talking, you realize that is Sherlock Sholmes. And when they reveal it, you're like, okay. Especially when you discover that the other gangler that's there in the beginning is called Wilson, which is also parallel to Watson. So, I mean, it's a movie for kids. As an adult, I'm pretty sure the kids were like, what? But like, as an adult, you kind of You're like, yeah, sure. Is there any chance we see the Jackpot Striker in the show? Yes. So Jackpot Striker was stuck into the Gangler world, and he helps Kaidi and what's the name of Patoran Ichigo? Patoran Ichigo. Keiichiro. So he helps Kaidi and Keiichiro get out of the Gangler world, and so he's now roaming around our world. I'm pretty sure he is going to go back and help the Rangers here and there. He is much more efficient than a good striker, and they joke about that in the movie. At some point, because the Patranger are combining with good striker for the Patron Kaiser, the Pipe Kaiser, and the Lupinranger are combining with the Jackpot Striker for the Lupin Rex, and then there's a point where like they're flying and attacking, doing all that kind of stuff, and they say, "Oh, Jack, you're much better than Goody," and then Goody on the other mech just sneezes and like, "Are you guys bad mouthing me?" And then they're like, "No, we're not." It's a funny scene, but yes, Jackpot Striker is a cool mech. It's all CG, by the way, but I mean, I'm a millennial. What you gonna say? Okay, I like my CGI sometimes. Does the Patranger finally find out the identity of the Lupinranger? And the answer is clearly no. They're going to hold off that reveal for a long time, I'm very sure. But one cool thing happens is that you see Keiichiro finally sympathizing with the Lupinranger, especially with Kaidi, because they both get stuck in the Gangler world, and they decide to, until they leave, they're gonna cooperate with each other. And they have this scene in the fire where they have a really cool conversation, and Keiichiro asks him to take out his mask, and they're like, "You gotta have to trust me, man. I'm not gonna take out this mask, but I need you to trust me anyways. Otherwise, we're not gonna get out of here." And then Keiichiro asks him like, "Are you doing this? Are you being a thief because you have something that you're trying to protect?" And then Kaidi responds like, "It's my everything. That's all that I have." And then like Keiichiro, in the end, you see both teams like going away, just showing like, oh, their battle still continues. But you see both of the Reds smiling. So they have a newfound respect for each other, which is really nice. But they haven't found out their identities yet, which is for the best, I guess. Because those three-way battles are so juicy. Oh my god, they're so cool. There's this, in the beginning, you have the Patranger and the Lupinranger finding each other and finding the Gangler that are there with Wilson. And it's so cool because I mean, you've seen the show. Those three-way battles are so cool. They're so cool. I love them. I love them. And I'm sad that in the next Sentai we're probably not going to have a versus series again. So it's going to be boring 1 versus 1 kind of battle. So anyways, I don't want to think about it. But those were the 3 biggest spoilery questions about Lupinranger vs Patrenger and film. Is there any other questions that you want to ask me? Let me know in the comments below. And as well, if you watched the movie, let me know if you liked it, and let me know how excited you are for the movie. But I do recommend going to see it in the theaters if you were in Japan, also because you get to see the amazing Build movie. And yeah, if you're not in Japan, I think the movie comes out in November in Blu-ray, so it shouldn't be long of a wait. It should be fine. It's a cool movie. Much better than the last one. If you haven't seen the review, I did a review of the last one, the Q-Ranger vs Space Squad. That movie wasn't very good, but go check the review just to see why it's not very good. Anyways, thank you for watching. That's it for me. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.